You can see it in their eyes. Pride, determination, patriotism, the sacrifice they're willing to make in order for us to live in a safer world, a free world. It's the men and women of the United States military who make it possible for us to continue our American way of life, a life of freedom. Freedom isn't free. Today, the U.S. military brings the best of the best to showcase their state-of-the-art technology. They are proud of what they have, what they stand for, and what they do. They are our armed forces, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, and the Coast Guard. As they demonstrate their expertise, precision, and commitment to the American people, let us pay tribute to them.
Now it's time to gather your belongings and take small children by the hand because your Tomcat is inbound at the speed of heat.
This is a Marine invasion. As they leave, I can't help but think it's not every day you can go down to your local beach and see a Marine invasion full scale like that with both the Navy and Marines cooperating. And there you see as they get ready to go back aboard the USS Trenton into that big mouth-like structure in the stern of the ship. Also returning to base, if you will, the FA-18s. They will be landing on the USS Enterprise, which is also anchored for the show off of Fort Lauderdale Beach.
Those 6 ships that steamed by here a little bit earlier on just came back from the war in the Arabian Gulf.
Remember, this salute is for the men and women.
Technology we're very proud of, but it's the men and women who developed and built and fly those things that really are the key. That's America's leading edge.
We've seen the hardware, but the real people who make all that work and who are able to draw those kinds of assets together to form, in my opinion, the strongest and best military in the world.
There are still a lot more folks in the Navy out there serving, but it was wonderful to have the first group come home.
The most incredible feeling is you can save somebody's life, ensure that they get home, the mom, dad, you know, the sons or daughters. It was all well worth it.
It means a lot to see the South Florida community honor the men and women in uniform. The nation owes an immense debt of gratitude to all of them, and this is a down payment on that debt.
Talk about how recruiting is so important in this show and how many recruits come in. And talk about recruits on Media Day in Fort Lauderdale's Jet Center. They actually had an induction for all branches.
And I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
I think all of us can be proud of what they've done and be proud of who we are as Americans.
It's such an emotional experience to meet these young people and to realize that they're fighting for us and fighting for their comrades who are next to them and doing it with precision and loyalty and honor. they're the best of America. They're our heroes.
The American people give us this equipment. They give us these airmen. That's their sons and daughters. We try to do our best to take care of them and make sure they're trained and ready, and they were. I'm very, very proud of our people.
This is your United States military. We're honored to serve America, to make the contributions that we have, because we all have the same thing at heart, and that is the preservation of the finest nation in the world.
I'd like to thank all our citizens for the great support for our young men and women in uniform, because in a democracy, you can't have a strong military unless the people, the citizens, support that.
It seemed like the day would never come.
There's no better feeling to be here right now.